In this podcast episode, the host welcomes Olav Aleksander Bu, an expert in endurance performance optimization. Their discussion delves into various aspects of training, nutrition, and physiological metrics that contribute to elite athletic performance. Olav begins by emphasizing the remarkable adaptability of the human body, particularly in endurance sports. He notes that many physiological aspects, including cardiorespiratory fitness, are highly trainable. This adaptability extends to nutrition strategies, which have evolved significantly over the years. While training programs have remained relatively static, the advancements in nutritional science have opened new avenues for enhancing performance. Olav suggests that the power outputs seen in elite athletes today may not represent the ultimate limits of human performance, especially in the latter stages of races where endurance and energy management become critical. The conversation highlights the importance of understanding how the body responds to different training stimuli and nutritional strategies. Olav believes that as athletes become more aware of their physiological responses, they can tailor their training and nutrition to optimize performance. This adaptability is crucial, particularly in endurance events where the ability to sustain high levels of output over extended periods can make a significant difference in race outcomes. One of the key metrics discussed is functional threshold power, FTP, which is a measure of the highest power an athlete can sustain for an hour. Olav explains that FTP is typically determined through a combination of a 5-minute all-out effort followed by a 20-minute all-out effort, with a 5% reduction applied to estimate the FTP. This metric serves as a benchmark for training intensity and helps athletes gauge their performance over time. Olav also points out that while FTP is a valuable metric, it is essential to maintain consistency in testing protocols. Variations in testing methods can lead to discrepancies in results, making it crucial for athletes to adhere to a standardized approach. He emphasizes that understanding FTP in the context of overall training and performance is vital, as it provides insights into an athlete's endurance capabilities and helps inform training decisions. The discussion transitions to the concepts of critical power and lactate threshold, both of which are essential for understanding endurance performance. Critical power represents the highest power output an athlete can sustain for a prolonged period without fatigue, while lactate threshold indicates the point at which lactate begins to accumulate in the bloodstream. Olav explains that these metrics are interconnected and provide valuable insights into an athlete's endurance capacity. Olav highlights the importance of measuring lactate levels during training to identify an athlete's lactate threshold. By understanding where this threshold lies, athletes can tailor their training to improve their ability to sustain higher intensities for longer periods. He notes that the relationship between lactate production and clearance is complex, and optimizing this balance is crucial for enhancing endurance performance. VO2 max, the maximum amount of oxygen an athlete can utilize during intense exercise, is another critical metric discussed. Olav explains that VO2 max is a key indicator of aerobic capacity and is often used to assess an athlete's potential for endurance performance. He notes that while VO2 max is an important measure, it is not the sole determinant of success in endurance sports. The conversation touches on the variability of VO2 max across different modalities, such as running, cycling, and swimming. Olav emphasizes that athletes may experience different VO2 max values depending on the sport, and this variability should be considered when designing training programs. He also highlights the significance of training specificity, as athletes must focus on the demands of their chosen sport to optimize their VO2 max and overall performance. Nutrition plays a pivotal role in endurance performance, and Olav shares insights into the dietary strategies employed by elite athletes. He emphasizes the importance of carbohydrate intake, particularly during long-duration events. Olav notes that athletes can train their bodies to tolerate higher carbohydrate consumption, with some elite athletes able to consume upwards of 160 grams of carbohydrates per hour during competition. The discussion also highlights the significance of hydration and electrolyte balance in endurance events. Olav explains that maintaining proper hydration levels is crucial for optimizing performance, as dehydration can impair both physical and cognitive function. He encourages athletes to experiment with different fueling strategies during training to identify what works best for their individual needs and preferences. Lactate is often misunderstood in the context of endurance performance, and Olav clarifies its role in energy production. He explains that lactate is a byproduct of anaerobic metabolism and can serve as a valuable energy source when utilized effectively. The accumulation of lactate in the bloodstream is often associated with fatigue, but Olav emphasizes that it is the accompanying hydrogen ions that contribute to the sensation of fatigue. Olav discusses the importance of lactate clearance and the body's ability to manage lactate levels during exercise. He notes that elite athletes often have a higher lactate threshold, allowing them to sustain higher intensities without experiencing significant fatigue. This ability to manage lactate levels is a key factor in optimizing endurance performance, and athletes can train to improve their lactate clearance through targeted training strategies. The conversation shifts to the impact of technology on endurance training and performance. Olav highlights the advancements in data collection and analysis that have transformed the way athletes approach their training. He discusses the use of power meters, heart rate monitors, and other wearable devices that provide real-time feedback on performance metrics. Olav emphasizes that technology should be viewed as a tool to enhance training rather than a replacement for traditional coaching methods. By leveraging data-driven insights, athletes can make informed decisions about their training and optimize their performance. He believes that the integration of technology into training programs will continue to evolve, providing athletes with even greater opportunities for improvement. As the discussion progresses, Olav shares his thoughts on the future of artificial intelligence, AI, in sports performance. He believes that AI has the potential to revolutionize the way athletes train and compete by providing personalized insights and recommendations based on individual data. By analyzing vast amounts of data, AI can identify patterns and trends that may not be immediately apparent to coaches and athletes. Olav envisions a future where AI-driven systems can help athletes optimize their training regimens, nutrition strategies, and recovery protocols. He emphasizes that while AI can enhance performance, it should complement the expertise of coaches and sports scientists rather than replace them. The collaboration between human intuition and AI-driven insights will be key to unlocking new levels of performance in endurance sports. Recovery is a critical component of endurance training, and Olav underscores its significance in optimizing performance. He explains that adequate recovery allows the body to repair and adapt to the stresses of training, ultimately leading to improved performance. Olav emphasizes the need for athletes to prioritize recovery strategies, including sleep, nutrition, and active recovery techniques. The conversation also touches on the role of technology in monitoring recovery. Olav discusses the use of wearable devices to track sleep quality, heart rate variability, and other recovery metrics. By analyzing this data, athletes can gain insights into their recovery status and make informed decisions about their training intensity and volume. He believes that a holistic approach to recovery will be essential for athletes looking to maximize their performance potential. The psychological component of endurance performance is another important topic discussed in the podcast. Olav highlights the mental challenges that athletes face during long-duration events and the strategies they can employ to overcome these obstacles. He emphasizes the importance of mental resilience and the ability to maintain focus and motivation throughout the race. Olav suggests that athletes can benefit from developing mental strategies to cope with discomfort and fatigue during competition. Techniques such as visualization, positive self-talk, and goal setting can help athletes stay mentally strong and perform at their best. He believes that addressing the psychological aspects of endurance performance is just as crucial as physical training and nutrition.